Hello, welcome back to the second ever Gummy Questing. Asterisked. I am back with a very similar video to the last one, where I don't have a strong structure or anything. I just have gummies and stories from my questing, and also a lot of merch. And even more so though than last time, it is very themed. Whoa. I have been storing up a bunch of Splatoon stuff because I've been seeing it in stores, and I'm like, well, if I wait, then I'll find more gummies, that is. And I found 2 packs that we will open today, as it were, of trading cards. We've got Splatoon 2 Nanka, goo or something. I think we're eating ink. And Splatoon 3 Inkling and Octo gummies. I also have some other gummies. Well, I have 1 pack of other gummies and a story about a ghost that I will tell the story of. So yeah, lots of stories, lots of merch, honestly. I've got a lot of Splatoon merch to show you. Granted, you signed up for that. And I will also be talking about how popular is Splatoon in Japan. I have not been able to do a scientific study on every person in Japan in the last month, but I've talked to hundreds of elementary schoolers about it, like hundreds. I've had variations on the same conversation like dozens of times, or at least a dozen times at work. Like, I will tell stories, but I have been starting my work as an assistant English teacher in elementary and middle schools, and holy shit, these kids love to talk about Splatoon, so I will have lots of stories. Without further ado, strap in, make yourself comfortable. I can't bring myself to rush through this, so let's just go. To begin with an actual gummy, I have the slightly excluded Turtle Sours. Kame Sours. Turtle Sour, or Tortoise. Kame is not specifying anything. I think you gotta add a water word to make it turtle. This is probably tortoise. And here's the little guy. He is cola flavored. Oh, come on, we practice this. Come on. Yeah, this is a cola turtle. I wanted to grab up something else because I was starting to give up on finding a 3rd pack of Splatoon gummies proper. And I was like, oh, Same, sharks? That's perfect. I misunderstood. It's tortoises. And turtles could have counted, but it's probably a land turtle, which I believe is always a tortoise, and thus not very Splatoon. But they're cola, they have little hands, and I want to eat them. Oh no. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. This is not so good. This is not so good. Okay. There's a litany of issues here. No good. Okay. Not a huge fan of these, so let me get into it. This is kind of like a weird gumdrop. It tastes a bit like an expired gumdrop because it has a very faint cola flavor. I love cola candy and I love cola flavored stuff in Japan. The artificial cola flavor goes wicked hard on like shaved ice and stuff, and it's not something I had much of in America. On top of that, there is kind of a sour, bitter soda powder in a lot of Japanese candy. If you're watching, Max, in 2019, you gave me a bag of Japanese candy after a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate hangout, and in there was soda flavor. Or maybe it was all soda flavor, and you said it hurt your stomach. I ate a lot of that. I may have put it on the original channel's Gummyquest, and I really fell in love with that soda flavor because of it. It's really tasty. It's just this nice soda powder that they put in things, and that's a great flavor. Cola is a great flavor. These suck ass. Let me tell you why. The poor turtles, they're so cute. I mean, it's like the Pikmin gummies. Not that the Pikmin gummies are quite this offensive, but they've got this super cute shape and you want to eat them. But, oh my god, I thought it would be a super fun texture, but Nope. The issue is you bite right through the shell. There's like a hard part and almost a gooey center, but the issue is like it doesn't really commit to being a gooey center. I don't want to dissect one of these in front of you, but I reckon it's kind of a soft gooey center, soft core gooey center. It can't even commit to being soft. It doesn't feel like any goop comes out like eating a jelly donut. It's just like, ooh, was that supposed to happen? Like your tooth goes further than you expected. The cola flavor is very mild, which is kind of unsettling. Something about it tasted like biting a rotten apple, where I thought that there'd be more resistance. I thought that my teeth would have to fight a bit more to get in there, but nope, I went straight through. And I don't know what I found inside because it didn't burst with flavor. It was very mild. And on top of that, I was so distracted by the depth of the shell that I didn't really appreciate like the little feet or anything. I thought that might be a nice bonus texture, but it was really nothing. It was a little awkward actually when I would feel like the feet or whatever. All in all, actually a little bit unpleasant. It let itself down as a cute turtle gummy, and it was a disappointment in terms of I'm gonna eat soda candy today. And the texture was a little bit off-putting. Being tall, weirdly soft, and not like a satisfying gooey center, just kind of mush. It was really like biting a rotten fruit. That's the most I've ever had to roast something on this channel. Let's go. Anything, period. No game, no anything. So yes, let's begin. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. I've got this whole cornucopia of things with, the crown jewel, you might have noticed. There's something kind of sticking out that I've been dying to talk about. A big nanika in this pile that I've been dying to talk about. And it is, of course, this random fucking book. But we'll get to that. I know you can't wait. So, okay, so here's the story of my wallets. My wallets. So, in Japan, you use a lot more coin. You use coins a lot more, like 1s and 5s for dollar bills are coin. So that goes a long way. And I knew I didn't want to just grab like a random convenience store coin purse or whatever. I knew I could get some cute ones, and I did. So I was online trying to find different things. Like I looked at Kirby, shopped around, and I found this. And I was like, this looks amazing. It's a little Octo plushie. And I've seen people out like at clubs and stuff with like cute like plushy coin purses, and I thought that they were super novel, and I wanted to get one. I thought this would be perfect. It's cola because I burped. But I put it in my cart, I checked out, the thing crashed and it said, error, I'm sorry, error. And then I went back in and the Octoling was no longer listed. The product was removed. I think maybe they realized that like the listing was bunk or something, and when I tried to check out, it like glitched out. So I gave up and I bought this, which is more of a proper purse. It fits a lot coins a lot better. And it's just like a nice design with a purple inkling this time. It's cute. I keep it in my bag. Definitely nice. This is what a coin purse is like. It's got all my yen. This has the chaos because it can fit more. This has the nice coins. So the story ends with I was out shopping randomly at Don Quixote, where you can get fucking anything. Like gummies. And I saw this and I was like, holy crap, it's here. It was just in a random aisle, like just tucked in there. Because holy shit, there's a lot of random stuff tucked into aisles at Don Quixote. They have it all. And I was like, oh my god, she's here in the flesh. Nobody can stop me. And at first the zipper was kind of broken, but we've come a long way. It doesn't feel horribly quality. I was immediately glad that I grabbed the normal purse because you can't fit much in here. And the zipper's a little janky. It's not the smoothest zipping experience. I feel like I'm hurting it. And it's like 85% fluff in there, so it's not really even easy to put your coins in there. Oh, there we go. It came off. Well, I fixed it many times before. We'll get you back on track. But yeah, if I'm out at an arcade or at a place where I want to buy drinks and not bring a card, I have this little guy. It's a conversation starter and my best friend. But yeah, he doesn't get out much. So here's something. I sure fucking wanted to review these. These are the best things in the fucking world. I have developed a new ranking system where if you are truly astounding, I will call you Import It. Import It. I give my first ever Import It award to Pure Ringu Patipaku. The Patipaku is here. I ran into these bad boys. We saw their younger brothers last time, which was simply Momo, Budo, and Green Apple. And I was like, these are solid. Like, they were my favorite ones of that set. And then I found these motherfuckers with strawberry, kiwi, and mikan. And it is every bit as good as that sounds. The flavors balance each other out so much better. Because I mentioned that all of those first few flavors were kind of mild and, you know, wide-bodied, not quite punchy, kind of more like a mellow flavor. They just inject, oh my god, they inject so much life into the pack with these 3 flavors. And again, the texture is awesome. The flavor is punchy. The sweet, it's perfect. It's just the perfect fucking candy experience. It's so damn good. It's so damn good that I bought this and I was like, okay, you know, I'll review this, but you know, they look good. I could eat a couple. And I ate the whole fucking bag. And I'm like, okay, that was embarrassing. I'm gonna make a joke about it. Like, oh, here's an empty bag. I would have loved to review these, but I ate them all. I bought a second one. This is the second bag. The same thing happened. I thought I could just open it and nibble at them, and I ate the whole fucking bag. So I don't have Pure Ring party packs for you. All I can say is import these. They're ascendantly good. They are like a standard for appraising other gummies against. Okay, let's keep on. But where are we? Oh god, yeah, let me begin to tell stories. Oh my god, so I have been learning Splatoon stuff so quickly because in my classes, I'm a new teacher, so I've been doing a self-introduction where I'm like, this is who I am, and this is what I like. And the thing that gets everybody, the Kyotsuten, the point of common interest between me and the students I'm introducing myself to, is the page of stuff that I love from Japan, which includes Mob Psycho, which kids do not fucking know. Like, I'd say my audience is 80% elementary schoolers and like 20% middle schoolers. Elementary schoolers in my area do not fucking know Mob Psycho. I've done this presentation like 30 times and gauged the reaction 30 times or so. And every single time they go, Kirby! Splatoon! And a lot of them actually do recognize Love Live, but oh my god, I get maybe twice I've actually noticed kids recognize Mob and Dekubo in the Mob Psycho logo. So I present Kirby and Splatoon, which I've been playfully calling my 2 favorite games. Maybe I'll touch back on that subject later. And Mob Psycho and Love Live, which I felt would be better and slightly more relevant than Soul Eater. But like, with how much these kids do not fucking watch Mob Psycho, I probably could have gone Soul Eater. But it's lovely and it's really fun, and it usually brings them to life. It brings me to life. That's what I like to talk about. Fucking autism hands. Yeah, it brings me to life, and oh my god, it's so fucking funny because they have like layers, right? Like they'll see my Fuka, whose name I have been like aggressively having to learn the Japanese names for everything. Day by day, and my co-teacher laughs. I have one co-teacher at one school who has sat in on so many extended Splatoon conversations between me and the kids that he's probably feeling 44-year-old man FOMO. And yeah, every day I will have something come up where they figure out, you know, at first it's like, oh, you have Splatoon characters. It doesn't register that the adult is a Splatoon fan. Then I'll show all of my favorite stuff. And they still don't always get that that means that, like, these are my favorite things. And then when it comes down to question time, if we have time for question time, then they'll eventually bring it to, like, so, like, you play Splatoon? How much do you play? What weapon do you main? Like, what's your favorite idol? Like, that came up yesterday, and that was super fun. But yeah, I've had to learn so many things, and it's been so much fun. And I noticed today, we were talking about the Blobber always comes up, and I didn't know the Blobber's Japanese name. And there's kind of a fumble where luckily the kids like really wanted to know my favorite. I mean, tri-stringer is easy. I don't know where they get that idea, but tri-stringer is easy to visualize, and that always comes across easily. I knew that was the same name, but Blobber was harder because I didn't know, and I had to kind of mime it for them, and they were working with me. And the first time one kid was like, Ofudo, and I'm like, yeah, the bathtub. So it's casually called the bathtub, and at first the name didn't Ofudo, and at first the name didn't mean anything to me when I saw it, but now I get the pun as of today. I've been studying with my Splatoon dictionary I brought yesterday. This is like a complete guide, which is admittedly kind of a flawed endeavor for a game with updates, and a lot of this data, like they have really granular data, which is mad cute for like GBA Pokemon. That's how I used to get strategy guides, but these guns have been updated now. A lot of this data is out of print, but it's still awesome. I mean, look at all this fucking information. It's teaching me so much. So many Japanese names. I literally totally nigate. I didn't know any Japanese names for Splatoon before like a week ago, but I had to learn the Blobber, and it's Obafrosha, which needs to be broken down on its own. So it is a big pun on bathtub, which I didn't expect. Like passively, I know that it's a hot tub, right? Or maybe it's a bathtub, but to me it looks like a hot tub or a jacuzzi. And I think that that's interchangeable. Maybe jacuzzi is also used in Japanese, but I believe that jacuzzi falls under a hot tub jacuzzi in English. I think they both fall under ofuro in Japanese, so you can just use that for it. So it is one big pun on that, and this is kind of my entry point to fun puns, which I love, but I've never been good enough at Japanese to understand. And it's kind of an insertion pun where ofuro, I mean, you can kind of separate the O from any word because O at the beginning of a noun always indicates like politeness. So at the end of the day, it's a fudo, but it's ofuro if you're being kind about it. And they insert between the O and the fudo ba, so it's obafro. And I told myself I would listen to somebody saying this word so I could get the emphasis right, because I'm sure that's important, but just from I figured out it's obafro, so it's overflow bathtub, right? It's an overflowing tub. Obafro. You get the BV, same sound, RL, same sound in Japanese. Obafro. But then it's obafrosha. It's really hard for me to say. Obafrosha. And this is the same kind of slosher ending as the slosher family of suffixes is the same as explosher. Explosher and blobber are really similar in Japanese. They both have the beginning, like the explo part of explosher, and then it ends with the slur. It ends with a slur. The slosher, like the slosher is especially like the family name of the weapons. I kind of figured they were just called buckets or something in English, but I've been much more aware of the weapon family names reading stuff in Japanese, and they always say splatlings or spinners. The splatlings or spinners, which is probably going to become my new way of referring to them. But yeah, the buckets are sloshers. So they start the original, or in Japanese, blobber has a slosher ending, like explosher. So you could tell it's in the family. But they didn't really bother with that with English. It's just blobber. So it's obafrosha, like the overflowing bathtub, sure, slosher, sure. The overflowing tub, sure. There was no translating that. They did what they had to do, and it was a fun angle. So now I know that. But oh my god, yeah, I could not. Oh, kids come to life. Let me get another one before I go further. Kids come to life. These fucking 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. They come to life when Splatoon comes up. So going chronologically, Splatoon 2. These are probably not from 2017. They are neon green liter? Neon green soda flavor and neon pink cola flavor. Hell yeah! Soda's getting a comeback. They're paste candies. Paste candy. I have the foggiest notion. There's some kind of Ikashita Buki no Shiru. Oh, cute. Oh, I didn't realize that. See, I learned shiru today. Seal. You wouldn't really, it's kind of wasei-ego, like an English word that's taken on a more broad meaning in Japanese, I think. Stickers, seals. I would never call a sticker a seal, really, but they've become wasei-ego in Japanese, and some co-teachers wanted to see my seals, and I'm like, what do you mean? And they meant stickers, and we Googled it together and learned that it was wasei-ego. So there's a sticker in here for a weapon, which bangs. I really like weapons. Buki otaku. Ikashite buki. So I don't get this pun, but it's on a lot of the promotional stuff. Ikasu, I think ikasu means to take advantage of, or like to make use of, and it's ikashite buki. So it's a pun on this verb and ika, squid. I don't really get what it means though in this context. I tried to use that word recently. I need to bring it back. So yeah, we got green and pink and whatever paste candy is. Ooh, these are cool. Oh, am I gonna skip to the sticker? Yeah. Oh, it's a switch. Oh, that's kinda... Oh, it's even cooler. Campaign... Campaign... Campingu. Shutterta. It's umbrella. Whoa, this is whack. This sticker is pretty cool. So forget about the buki, the weapon. It is a whole switch. And on the screen is the weapon. And it's one of the umbrellas. Yeah, the umbrellas are called shelters. Or soreda. No. Shelter soreda. I believe, let me consult the dictionary. I believe the weapon family for umbrellas is called shelters. They have very different names. Shuta. Hit me up with that table of contents, baby. I don't see it. There we go. Oh fuck. Katakana. Yeah, shelters. They're shelters. I don't know if that's a pun. Maybe it's a shell pun. Okay, here's the goop. Oh, that's not what I expected. These look like blood packets. So yeah, I think that you can pop the screen out of the Switch, but fuck if I'm doing that. I'm gonna pretend to be a umbrella man. This is kind of sweet. It's if I had a nickel for every sticker of my Switches that I owned, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's funny that I have a sticker of both my Switches. This is exactly my kit. Drops the fucking Switch. It's pretty awesome. I bought a Redbubble sticker of my yellow Switch Lite. So these are clear like Kool-Aid, by which I mean something else. Melted popsicles? I don't know. Which is not what I expected. They looked like those Joy-Cons, frankly. Like fondant. You know, fondant. We're all nerds here. So this is green soda, straight out of the Inkling sack. It sounds nasty. Fuck, I didn't say that. Oh wow, that's thick. That's awesome. This stuff's weird. This would send me crazy if I was 6. This has such good flavor. The soda flavor is really strong. Oh, the aftertaste is a little weird. The aftertaste is a little bit like diet soda, artificial sweetener. But like, it's very satisfyingly thick and the flavor is really strong. Trying out the pink. What kind of pink is it? Cola. Oh, it's cola. Soda! Hell yeah! Wow, I love soda candy. This is really tasty. It's a bit much though. It's heavy. Can I put this in my coffee? Can I put this in like hot water? Like, fuck it. We're not making things with artificial syrup anymore. Just eat the fucking artificial syrup, you idiots. You Squid Kid travesties. Damn, this is heavy. This is weird, but I really like it. Yeah, all of the juice from the frickin' turtle snacks got put into these ink packets. Damn, yeah. I mean, it's hard to rate something that's not a gummy, but a lot tastier than I expected. I don't know if I would buy them again, though, because I just, like, I don't know, something weird. That's just kind of weird. It's just heavy. The syrup is just fucking heavy. Like, it feels like a part of something else to me. I'm probably never going to learn how to enjoy it as, like, its own candy. It's just heavy fucking syrup. Like, it has a fun texture, but I'm never going to be like, oh, man, I wish I could just, like, just eat a fucking glob of goo. Like, I don't know. It's just not... It's weird. It's weird. But I like it. It's good. It's a good weird. I can't even pass judgment. Okay. Well, I'd say it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Oh my god. More stalling. So every fucking kid knows Splatoon. So basically, Kirby, right? So if I have a class of 26 kids, I'm gonna imagine the most average class getting my self-introduction PowerPoint. Basically, oh my god, wait, pause. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't stop now. I can't stop now. Oh my god, I went too deep with the shit audio. Oh, that sucks so bad. This sucks so bad. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Brief pause to confirm that I think I'm on shit audio. I really hope I'm not on shit audio. Am I on shit audio? Am I on shit audio? Am I on shit audio? I might not be on shit audio. Let's pray for the video. Anyhow, I bring up Kirby in the most average class imaginable from these last couple weeks. I would say that there's like one kid that's like, I love Kirby, and I'm like, yes, and like maybe I'll get a question like, what's your favorite game? If 20 kids ask questions, I might get like 2 about Kirby, and that's it. Splatoon. Oh my god. If I have a class of 26 elementary schoolers, as soon as Splatoon comes up, there'll be a pair of kids that turn to each other. It's not just one kid, it's a pair. They'd be like, oh, Splatoon, implying that it's a social thing for them, which is really cute and completely what it was intended, and I love that. Going further, an uproar will start to grow during question time if kids ask questions. The first one will be, what's your weapon? And I'll say, try Stringer. And I won't have any props, and I will, maybe mention the blobber, if I know that it's Overfrosha that day. And then that gets the kids just like so happy. And the other questions can vary. It's usually like, what rank are you? In which I'll awkwardly try to explain that I only play Turf War, which I'm yet to be successful on in Japanese. It's just kind of a bumbling of thoughts that they kind of get, but that's the most common other question. But there's plenty of other questions, like what sub-weapon do you use, at which point I will gesture that I use point marker, because as of last Friday, I use point marker, and it's like my favorite. I could say poison mist, but Doku mist, I don't know. The point marker is a little more fun, even though the poison's very vibes. The thing about Splatoon is that so many kids will get involved. Like, again, say I have 26 kids in the class, and 2 of them want to talk to me about Kirby. Odds are, if we really get talking about games, which happens very often, there's going to be like 8 kids talking about Splatoon, and they're all looking at each other. They all know what other kids in class know Splatoon, and it's so cool. Like, they look at each other and they're so excited. If Smash Bros comes up, probably 3 kids, always boys. I mean, this is also mostly boys generally. Although I will say, if there's 6 kids, there's no chance that there's not 1 girl. And sometimes the girls bring it up first. Like today, I had a girl in the front row with a Splatoon 3 shirt. It's not that common that there's Splatoon 3 like clothes, but a lot of kids do have Splatoon 3 clothes, like probably 1 in every 4 classes or something. You'll see a kid with like the blue and yellow from whatever store they shop at. And that's not uncommon at all. Yeah, today I had a Splatoon 3 shirt girl in the front row, and she liked asking questions. That was fun. No, I take it back. Like, it is primarily boys, but there usually is a girl or 2 who will talk about Splatoon. which I can't super say about the other games. Even most of the Kirby kids are boys, but no, Smash Bros will be like an intense reaction, but only out of like 3 kids. But Splatoon, a whole bunch of kids will get in on, and they'll look at each other and they'll be like, who's gonna ask what? And they'll really be, anything I say, they'll be like, oh my god! Today we actually had like a full-on Splatoon conversation, and I mentioned like my level and like my favorite special. Oh, that's another question. They'll ask my special, and today I figured out that it's earphone laser? Earphone laser? It's not speaker laser, it's earphone laser. Or am I getting my Gyros mixed up? I don't know this book that well yet. But I thought it was beam, they did not know what I was saying, and then one kid got me with laser. Because that's the thing, when Splatoon comes up, these kids come to life, and kids who were so shy that they wouldn't say the word cat earlier will now be like doing gestures and like so alive, trying to help me understand like the specific Japanese names for things. And we just like communicate through gestures and like, you know, like, oh, it's the thing that's kind of like the thing, kind of like the thing, until one person knows the specific name. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, one kid, when he figured out the laser, he was like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Because I think I usually do gestures to help them because my pronunciation's not perfect. And I'll be like, oh, you know, my special is like the whoosh, 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 like the you know, like the killer whale. Yeah, earphone laser or speaker laser or sound laser or whatever. It's not as fun as killer whale, but I mean, it's kind of cool. Oh, here we go. What am I looking at? These are subs. These are specials. I'm gonna cry. Here we go. Crab tank. Oh, Megahone laser. Yeah, Megahone laser 5.1 channel. Oh, it's so cool. It's so fucking cool. Yeah, megaphone laser. So they love it when I know that. But yeah, oh my god, the kids just get so excited about Splatoon and just getting any picture of my Splatoon life. Like they were asking the title on top of my name, like the 2-word combo that I use. And I'm like, boy, I can't translate it because I don't know what they are in Japanese. Maybe I will. I've been curious how they translate because I mostly play with Japanese players online, but their name comes through in English. And I'm like, what was it originally? I'm sure there's like English equivalents to all of the name options. So yeah, like anything I say, they're like, oh my god! Like, you know, are you Ika or a taco? And whatever I say, they can picture me as a octoling. And they're like, holy shit! So all of this to say, kids are so pumped about Splatoon right now. And I have a lot of thoughts right now about how I do not think that, probably even in Japan, from what I've gathered as somebody who's followed a lot of the Switch era, I don't think Nintendo started with a strong presence in the kids sphere, the elementary schooler scene. I really do think that the Switch started with the primary demographic, you know, like younger adults. But I feel like we hit such a max saturation that it trickled down. And yeah, like Doug Bowser just said, like, you know, well, we sell enough Switches every year based on the amount of kids turning 7. And those kids turning, you know, 7, 8, or 9 or whatever are the kids I'm talking to. And yeah, I mean, fuck anime. I mean, they all know a lot of anime, but they love Nintendo right now. Like, forget about these games I'm mentioning too. Like, any Nintendo game I bring up right now, these kids are obsessed with, which is, I just couldn't really picture that. Like, I couldn't really picture kids in America getting so excited about Nintendo like 5 years ago. And I don't know, but I have the same interactions over and over and over and over again. And yeah, any Nintendo character is just like, just the energy goes off the charts. These kids love Nintendo right now. So, of course, we're getting to the Splatoon 3 gummies, right? Splatoon 3 gummies. Veronica, Hero. And yeah, once again, we got the Ikashite Gumi. Ika to Taco ga Ikashite Gumi. What? Gumi ni natta. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that pun. I'll be completely honest. But these are real gummies. I'm like, do I get a toy? Do I get a sticker? These ones are guaranteed not to have come out in 2017. Here we go. Here we go. What are flavors? Oh, they smell bad. Oh, they smell awful. Oh, they smell terrible. Lemon soda! Lemon soda and grape soda. So we were batting 100% for soda today. Here is. Oh, they're not separated by race. They are only separated by color. Come on. You'll never know. I just want to share them with you so badly. Please. I'm begging of you. Focus. Yep. Okay. This is way worse. This is so much worse. Here, classic. Well, this is a squid. The octos have such cute little feet. They're so small. Okay. Oh yeah. That's tough. That's lemon. But is it soda? These are good. These are good. The lemon's a little intense. I'm not really getting soda. It kind of tastes like a lemon drop or something. Just classic blasted lemon flavor. But the texture is great and the size is great, so no complaints. Yeah, they're good. All this to say they're good. Now these fuckers are purple. There we go. Deep purple. Grape soda, there we go. Show us your kid. Show us your squid. Okay. Glad I have less grape today. My foot fell asleep. It's kind of mild. But together. Ow, fuck. Oh, my foot's completely gone. I like that they're kind of opaque. It's nice. Oh, good ball. I don't know. There's like tang here and there from the lemon and the higher notes of the grape. I guess the body balances each other out. Grape and lemon's a good combination. They're like the normalest gummies ever, and they have a really nice hardness to them, and you know, amazing presentation. The gummies are super cute, so can't go wrong. They're good. Not as good as the pure rings. Wow, today was an adventure. We had like the normalest gummies of all time. Every single thing was soda flavored, from cola to pink cola to green soda to grape soda to lemon soda. I don't really think I understood the soda part of the Splatoon 3 ones, but whatever. I bought a tri-stringer in real life. So this is a water gun. God, I hope people don't already know this. Look at that fucking angle. Look at the fucking action on this. Damn. You fuck your mom with this gun. Oh my god. Yeah. This is a straight up fucking tri-stringer. My main weapon in Splatoon 3. I just kind of randomly ended up as tri-stringer player. I'm not a big bow person. I've had bow phases, but I don't know. I used it first on the demo and I'm like, this rocks. It's so fun. I far and away my most used gun. This is a water gun. And they sell it at Don Quixote, where you can buy fucking anything. From vibrators to corn to the chair I'm sitting in, you can get fucking anything at Donkey. I mean, they got good fucking vibrators. Like, I don't know why they spec'd so hard into that, but it's like a vibrator emporium. I've never seen such a dedicated selection. Yeah, so this was just a kid's water gun. They had like a splatter shot and a tri-stringer. And I saw it one of my first days in town. And I was like, am I really gonna buy the tri-stringer? This is one of my very first purchases, but I was like, man, I have this tiny apartment where I sit and play Splatoon with my fucking tri-stringer on a summer day. That is like the most inkling thing ever. Like, I feel like I'm living fucking Splatoon. And I'm about to buy possibly an octopus kigurumi because my friends and I are going to wear kigurumi for sea life to the aquarium in Osaka because we're camp counselors and insane. And I think I'm gonna get an octopus kigurumi, which I did not intend to be a part of this, but now if I died and somebody came in here, they'd be like, huh, octopus kigurumi, life-size tri-stringer on the ground. She was a squid. Like, or an octo rather. Like, I'm just like, I didn't intend to put on an octopus suit and hold my real tri-stringer and roleplay while I play Splatoon, but it sure fucking could. So this was at the department store in town, and I said, well, am I really gonna buy this? And I thought about it, and I'm like, who owns a fucking model, a holdable model of their main gun? Like, who has this? Like, I've seen really cool miniature collections, but like, I had never heard of this before. And it's not everybody, I mean, I only made 2 of these, like not everybody gets to have their main weapon given this much care. I was like, I have to do this. Even if it's one of the only things I buy in Japan. Bullshit. I have to buy this so bad. And you might be wondering, how did I get it from the department store to my house if I don't have a car? How did I get it out of the department store, past the cashier? I didn't steal it, but how did I ask the cashier to wrap up my string gun? And how did I get it in any state of sanity through the whole city to my train station? How did I get it through the ticket gate? How did I get it onto the train? And how did I carry this fucking thing home when it was in its giant ass box? And the answer is, I didn't move to the other side of the planet to be a fucking coward. I just pushed myself and I was like, just do it, just fucking do it. And as I've done a few times, like buying a Jiro figure and not crying in front of strangers, I just fucking, I'm like, okay, you're getting very neurodivergent about this. You could completely lose it. Focus, feel nothing, get home, and then have a tri-stringer. I have no regrets. I know that sending my stuff home is going to be insane, but I don't care. I frankly don't fucking care. I had to really strip myself down to the fewest things possible to get here, and I have no rush getting home. I'm just going to keep mailing shit. Once I have to go home, start early, send as many expensive packages as I need, and get it all home. And then in 10 years, I'll be like, hey kids, I don't have that are visiting. Here's my tri-stringer from Japan. So that's where today's episode ends. These gummies are all kind of strange. I mean, I guess. What am I gonna? I guess I'm gonna munch the Splatoon 3 ones. Shit. So yeah, now you've met my stuff. I do have material for future themed episodes growing, but here was all of my Splatoon stuff in one big inky blast. And I'll see you soon. Come to the stream on Saturday. I've got a YouTube short fresh out of the oven, first time in months, about the cost of one of my new favorite figures of all time. Just a little story. Not this much story, but peace. Damn, you watched a lot of video, and see you next time. This is gonna be a lot like, ooh, I should shut that door. Is that cute? Do I keep that in? Fuck it.